Easy game, easy life. It's pretty accurate. You're saying Eric Roy and Lunch focus on slaying callouts. They just focus on. They have really good communication, but they get into these weird habits of like calling out just one-shot guys too often, and one-shot callouts just over and over again, like clutter up all the communication of like what's actually important and small talking through stuff. But it's also important to finish one-shot callouts. It's sometimes if you stress a callout really hard, I gotta turn that down. It's annoying. If you stress a callout really hard, it makes a teammate who's maybe in a good position or in a position where they really can't help you, like feel like they have to push to help you or they overextend to help you, which is really what was happening in our Renegade series at Worlds. We were like,
dude, even at the end,
just
dude,
stressing the wrong things, and our
when
communication was kind of bad. It was like much worse than it is now.
Both just like turned and just like easily double.
But it just led to us like overextending and pushing in situations where we couldn't, and that's how you end up being in like poor positions and dying. But
that was when we were setting
I don't know. It seems like it's getting better so far. It kind of takes a few games to warm up your communication too. It's not instantly always perfect. At least for some people. Deathadelic, I am from Minnesota. I grew up in Edina in Minnesota. I live in the suburbs of Chicago now.
Of course it did. Literally.
Of course it did. I was like, I can't wait on this any longer.
Where do I get my hair cut? I get my hair cut at a few different places. There's one near me though. I do like it though.
I'm pushing for camera.
I'm gonna go full screen again here, guys, so it doesn't lag at all.
You get now, two there.
Bottom car.
One shot pink one, there's a guy fucking pink one, pink side their base. Two guys there.
Bottom car.
R1.
Ninja, every game he's ever played of Truth, he literally just rushes sword because he thinks it's the best weapon in the game. He's not wrong, but he just goes for it way too much. We should have obviously punished him for that. So stupid.
Pink 2 with the car.
Okay.
That was a pretty bad push. He definitely. I don't know how we.
Watch P3.
I don't know. It seems like we should have just flown through. We didn't need to try to cross map there if we didn't have control of their bubble. He ended up getting double teamed. This is a really good play. Just to fly top center though to try to help teammates. As soon as you see that we have numbers in the bottom left, you see like two guys died right at the same time. That should instinctually like kick in that we need to be much more aggressive and just try to collapse on those last two guys and get the kills, because then you can focus entirely on the guys spawning, and if you can apply pressure on those spawners, there's not really a lot the other team can do at all.
Try to live.
This map is all about rotating through spawns, really similar to Coliseum.
I'm trying to live. Yeah,
We're probably going to die here too because we just went 2 down. So they're going to have, their whole team is focused on killing him right now. He knows he should probably push for this kill, but
Hey, bottom middle.
I would say that's surprising he was able to stay alive that long. He ended up cleaning up a kill on a guy that was weak, but
I know, I'm getting shot from R pink right now.
R2 on Sailor. I spawn car. I'm with you. Jason.
I know.
Last two guys are red.
Camel soon. Let's start setting up for this.
I hear. I'm pushing bottom mid.
it's a really good call out finally from Eric.
I'm already pink too. I'm already here.
I talk about this all the time with Eric because I see it so often in film where it's just such a good play if you can to try to get to ahead of where Aiden is right now, but to their pink. If you can, in the situation where Aiden was, he went bottom center to watch their pink. If you can just keep pushing forward and get to their pink, or hopefully with like a storm rifle or an SMG or some automatic weapon, but just crouch on the lip, waiting to see if guys come out, you're going to apply pressure to them. They're not going to be able to really push out pink side their base. And if you're in their face and you have teammates helping you from pink side your base, your teammates are going to probably get camo for free. So it's a really good play just to try to be as aggressive as possible in that scenario, because they definitely don't have map control either. And if you can get in their face, your teammates will definitely get that camo. Which, you know, in hindsight, they ended up getting camo because we really weren't as aggressive as we should have been.
Yeah, I follow you, Jason.
I'm trying to push pink 2. There's a guy there pink 3 as well.
P2's not away. Hey, their car. Try to live.
Yo, pink 3. There's 2 guys here. I'm trying
Good one. I'm dead. Yeah, car 3. He's top mid, guys. Top mid.
Yes, pink 2.
P2, yeah, P2. And car 3. Watch him push red bubble.
Yo, pink 3 all the way out.
One hit all the way out.
Welcome P3. I'm welcome P3. P2.
I'm trying to car.
I
got one
naded.
car.
Man, they're just getting collapsed on right now. It's not good.
I got him. No one's gonna be top six.
That's how this game type is kind of played sometimes.
It's
It's important to get a base control here. When you get these car spawns, you need to get a base control because you can't get pinched from both bases. You're just going to end up dying. And they literally just spawn next to each other and split up.
I could bubble.
I'm gonna die.
Watch out, watch out.
Jump front ready, jump front ready, I don't know.
Like, they passed each other. Eric and Aiden passed each other there. It didn't work together.
Blue pink, I need help.
Pushing blue, pushing
I don't know how that happens sometimes.
Alright, he's weak.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to come car to help you, Eric.
Got him.
Red 2 now, I think.
We definitely have map control right now, though, and numbers. It's just important to try to always take advantage of when you have numbers.
Car 3 is 1 shot. Car 3 has 2 shots on him.
I know, car 3.
Car 3.
Car 3's dead. Another guy, car 3
Aiden's doing a good job of
Here.
just putting pressure on their spawns.
Red.
This push that Ninja just made also is a really common push that you see a lot of times if they get those carbine spawns to try to get to a base, because it's important to get a base, like I was saying earlier. Finally got camo too. It's important to note though, I'm going to turn this down, we only got camo because we are on a pretty significant run of kills in a row, and the other team literally has no chance at getting camo. We got it for free, and we kind of just noticed it was up and was able to get it. So, which obviously that's ideal. I mean, if you can, you know, get on a run like that and just keep collapsing, you know, from one area of the map to the other area of the map, which we're still doing now, then that's how you want to try to play this game type, so you can just pick up camo right when it's up like that. I still want to see us set up for one and actually get it once though.
I could one. 2 more.
It's still a really good play with camo.
Watch out, bubble.
That's another thing I was going to say too. It sucks that he died. It's really important. Usually it's a little bit harder when you're just playing, but when you are playing at a tournament and I'm there, or when you have a coach at least, to know exactly when camo is going to run out, because you have 45 seconds of camo. So always make sure like you have the exact second that it's going to run out, because you know, may or may not be able to make a certain play based on when your camo actually expires. So in that situation, Aiden still had camo the entire time until he died, but I think he was running out really soon. So it's always important to try to know that if you can.
Let's get red.
That guy's a loner red, you gotta push him back.
Count with me. 1 shot, nice.
Why were we so slow? Aiden shouldn't have died there.
They're gonna be car 3 now.
Yeah, that's one bottom.
We can totally still win this game if we just get map control again.
I spawned red.
And that's easier said than done.
Really weak red
I'm
pink.
trying to help you,
Yeah,
I'm here.
it's definitely going to die here.
Come to the base, he's weak.
We have to keep trying to rotate here. He doesn't have help at all because we're both at red. Justin should have known that he didn't have help there.
I was trying to lose.
We should have tried to just rotate through blue, to be honest. Or through red, I mean. We needed to all go into red, and we were too slow, and they were able to capitalize by pushing in. We fought an individual battle, which was bad, but if we had just all tried to go into the base and then all pushed out through the base through pink, I think it would have worked out better. Like, if Jason hadn't ran in with sword, and instead Eric had been there a little bit earlier, Aiden wouldn't have died, and then Aiden and Jason would have walked into that base with, you know, their pistols out, not a sword, and instead of going 2 kills for them, it would have been 2 kills for us, so that's a 4-kill swing in the game, and then we probably could have pushed out off of that and had map control off of those kills. And it's small things like that that totally change the tide of a game.
Oh my, I'm one shot, I'm moving.
Car 1 maybe?
I need help.
Wow, dead.
That was not a good ending. I don't know why we're so average at that game type now. We haven't really been playing it that great lately. Any questions? Now that we're in between games again.